Hi, my name's Jonathan Sharp. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director of Britannic Technologies. My presentation is entitled Shifting to Leaner Ways of Working and Unifying Communications for Remote Workers. Hi, my name's Jonathan Sharp. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director of Britannic Technologies. My presentation is entitled Shifting to Leaner Ways of Working and Unifying Communications for Remote Workers. Of course, what's happened as well alongside this is the terrible global pandemic that we've all seen with COVID-19. So 2020 really has been a year for change. In the UK, a quarter of all companies have been temporarily closed. That's a stat from the Office of National Statistics. 49% of people have been working from home. So that's put huge pressure on customers to rapidly change and actually enable people to be able to work from home. Not all businesses had set these things up prior to COVID, and we were working with many businesses to rapidly pivot and support them in these changes. Many tens of thousands of users we helped within the matter of days to actually rapidly deploy home working solutions. But of course, it goes more than that. It's the impact on the economy. It's the impact upon people's lives as well. So, over 9 million people in the UK have been propped up by the UK furlough scheme. There's been a 17% reduction in GDP. That's the figures as of June. So the economy has shrunk. Terrible times for the economy. Terrible times for people's lives as well. But that's going to have big impacts upon how organizations can actually afford to operate. And of course, what we're seeing is a demand. Initially, it was about disaster recovery. We have to respond to this lockdown that happened at the end of March. We have to try and get people working from home that need to work from home. Who's providing critical services and how do we carry on being available? The next piece from there was a lot of different technology that was put in, and it was about how do we, we're potentially in this for the long run, right? And how do we move to a position where we haven't just put a stopgap solution in place? We've actually got something that is a longer term solution that we can run the business on, and we can deliver the same sort of experience to the customers and staff, irrespective of the fact that they're working from home, as we had previously done in the office. So it's then about standardization and using the right tools to operate effectively in this new environment. And very much we believe this, we see this, and we're working with customers to support this, is moving forward with a lot of the pressures, the economic pressures on businesses and headcounts, is actually looking to really introduce optimization of business and lean operating models. So looking at how and where costs can be taken out of running business and serving customers. So alongside this, there's a few areas to look at. If we're embracing this shift, if we recognize that there's a need for change, we have to consider that these digital startups and businesses that are coming at it fresh, they may not have the debts and the legacy that traditional companies have. So if we're going to embrace this shift to survive and thrive into the new economy, then we have to be looking at how do we optimize the experience for remote workers. There's a fair chance that we have to look at how we optimize the work for home workers and remote workers. We're seeing so many large businesses now talking about closing offices or moving to a permanent flexible working environment moving forward, where certain days staff are going to work from home, others they may they may go into the office. But the new normal moving forward is embracing a lot more home working. So it's an area of growth. It's a direction of travel that's going to happen. So it's about what tools do you use to support them, but also how do you manage this distributed workforce as well. Unified communications, continues to grow, and as I said, aspects such as easy collaboration and video have been key to this. To actually bring together not just people within a business, but the partner ecosystem and customers to share information, to have online meetings, has definitely become a key part moving forward. Automating processes. So we've got a lot of great examples. I'll talk through a few shortly of how do you help to streamline the way in which a business works and operates? Well, there are certain interactions and processes that can be automated. Why do things with people if technology can do it? If you've got a limited resource with people due to either the economic position or potentially availability of skilled workforce, don't encumber the staff with things that are repetitive and mundane, free them up to do things that are actually adding value to the business and to the customers. So process automation has been a big change that we're seeing and helping people with. And of course, great customer experience. You know, in a world where we may have reduced staff and reduced budgets, technology can help us not to compromise on the customer experience that we deliver. So to do this, we've actually generated a number of different technology applications to support these changes. So if we're looking at optimizing remote working, there's a platform that we've created that actually enables you to blend different data and different technology. So it's not just taking information out of the contact center, it's also looking at business data, whether that's finance information, whether it's actions that are generated, whether it's orders that are created. And by blending different data sets together, you're actually able to get a more holistic view around the success and value that employees are actually providing. You know, a very single view of data doesn't give you the full picture. And you know, what we're seeing is the need to change behavior and culture. So if you're going to do this, you're going to have appropriate mechanisms and engagement with staff to be able to support that. Okay, unified communications. We're talking today at UCX, and of course, there's been a big change in the way in which people communicate. We acknowledge this, and it's more than just the phone call and chat and email. It's about being able to quickly have a video call and still have that personal interaction with people, but supporting it now across different devices. It's, you know, we recognize that you know, people aren't fixed to a desk all the time, so being able to move interactions and communication across mobile devices is really important. And it's about providing flexibility, it's about speed, and it's about creating the right environment to bring people together. And certainly I think it's more than just you know, a communication platform. If we're looking at you know, how do we truly unify the way in which we're working, it is about how do we pull information from maybe automated interactions or back office data, and how do we present that? How would you start to make decisions based upon content and context to enable people to personalize the interactions and service that they're delivering?